Well, it's winter time, and in Minnesota that means your battery's pretty much gonna take a dump if it's gonna take a dump right now. So I've got this 2011 GMC Terrain 3-liter V6. This process should be the same for any 2010 to, I don't know, 14-ish Terrain or Equinox. V6 or 4-cylinder I'm sure is similar. The battery you wanna get is depending on where you buy it, a Group 47 or 48 battery, and that'll be an H5 or an H6 at a Walmart or an AutoZone. Same thing, I'm putting in an AGM, which is absorbed glass mesh. It's a little higher end battery. These may or may not be worth it to you. This car sits a lot for long periods of time, so a higher end battery just makes some sense. Yeah, so in order to get at the battery, it's underneath the PCM here. So there's a single 10 millimeter right there. You gotta take that off, and then we'll be able to get access to the top of the battery. So that's what I'm gonna do first, just using a little socket and extension and a ratchet. Ooh, I got in here. This thing is a little less than a year old. And it's actually an H6 in here, not an H5, which is a little surprising. But I think I'm still gonna replace it because this is clearly no good. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, if you let these things die and freeze, they just totally get cooked. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just a 10 mil again. Be careful. I usually undo the positive lead first, or sorry, negative lead first, and then the positive. It doesn't really matter if you're careful, but yeah. So there's a hold down, and then just get your wrench and loosen up this. Take that off. And then you've got, use a little wrench on this guy here, and the negative, just loosen that guy up a little bit there. And you should just be able to pull her right out. This upper thing here will just hinge up and out of the way. And then once these terminals are off the battery, you should be able to just lift it out. And Bob's your uncle. And I guess one more step. This hold down, unfortunately, is not engineered well. It doesn't hinge. You do have to take another bolt out. So that involves taking a bunch of these little plastic clips out. And this is how you do it. Pull up on it till it releases. Then you can pull the bottom side out. Don't lose them because they are reusable if you don't break them. So there's 3 of those. Pull this off and I'll be able to get at that next 10 mil. There she is. I'm not gonna bother removing it all the way. It is designed to hinge up. So take that 10 off. You should be able to take the entire hold down bracket off. I've got the terminal set aside and the old battery should lift right on out. That's a fairly tight squeeze with that positive terminal. So there's our old H6. That actually is only a year old. Incredible. Anyway, don't let your batteries freeze, boys and girls. It's ruthless. So let me go ahead and pop this thing in now. Put the handle down, put our retainer back on. Positive lead first. Tighten that down, then we'll go negative, and we should be good. So now we'll just set the PCM on, slide it onto the tabs, bolt it back in, and we're good to go. In this case, I'll probably hook it up to an external battery charger just a little tiny bit before I start driving it, just to make sure it's starting life with a full charge. But that's all there is to it.